Last week, the internet decided that two of the best coding tools on the planet were about to fight to the death. In one corner, a brand new open weight model. In the other, Claude Code. And almost everyone called the matchup completely wrong. This is Ornith 1.0. It landed on June 25th, 2026, from a research lab called DeepReinforce. Open weights, MIT license, no regional locks. You can download it tonight and run the whole thing on your own hardware. But here is the part that short-circuited people. Ornith does not just write code. During its training, it learned to write its own scaffold, its own plan, its own tool calls, its own way of checking and repairing its work as it goes. Most models wait to be told how to behave. This one figured out the how on its own, so the hot takes basically wrote themselves. If the model can scaffold itself, then who even needs Claude Code anymore? Is this not finally the thing that replaces the agent harness for good? And that right there is the category error, because Ornith is a brain, Claude Code is a pair of hands. One of them thinks. The other one actually reaches out and touches your machine. They are not the same kind of thing at all, and once you see that, the whole rivalry falls apart. Here's the giveaway. When DeepReinforce measured how good Ornith really is, one of the harnesses they ran it inside was Claude Code itself. They did not compete, they composed. The fight was imaginary from the start. Ornith ships in 4 sizes, a 9 billion, a 31 billion, a 35 billion mixture of experts, and a flagship at 397 billion, from something that fits on a laptop to something that fills a whole data center. Same family, same training, wildly different price tags, and the flagship is no toy. 82.4 on SWE-bench Verified, matching Claude Opus 4.7 and sitting just a few points behind Opus 4.8, an open model right there in that conversation, which sets up something genuinely new, an open brain running inside one of the best agent harnesses ever built, private, local, MIT licensed, and $0 per token. That exact combination simply did not exist a year ago. So let us actually understand this properly, what Ornith really is, what Claude Code really is, and then, step by step, exactly how you wire the two of them together. Start with the model. Ornith is a family of open coding models from DeepReinforce, post-trained on top of Gemma 4 and Qwen 3.5, two already strong open bases, then pushed much further with reinforcement learning. They did not build a new brain from scratch. They took good ones and taught them to be agents. 4 sizes, 1 shared design. The 9 billion runs on a single GPU. The 31 billion is the dense workhorse. The mixture of experts version holds 35 billion but fires only about 3 billion per token. And the flagship is frontier scale. And these are not short context toys. Every size reads 250,000 tokens at once, up to 400,000 for whole repository work, and the 9 billion fits on one 80 gigabyte card, around 19 gigs in half precision. They are also agentic right out of the box. Each response opens with a visible thinking block, then emits clean, well-formed tool calls, and it all speaks the same OpenAI style format that every harness already understands. No exotic glue required. That detail is the whole reason it can slot straight into a tool like Claude Code. Now the headline trick. Most models are trained inside a fixed, human-written scaffold that never changes. Ornith treats that scaffold as something to be learned, not handed to it, but discovered, refined, and rewritten by the model itself. It runs in 2 stages. The model proposes a scaffold, then uses that scaffold to actually solve the task. The reward from how well it did flows back into both stages, so the planning and the answers learn to get better, together. Over thousands of rounds, the model is not just learning answers, it is learning how to work. And since a model that designs its own process could learn to game it, there are 3 guardrails: a hard outer trust boundary, a deterministic monitor that flags forbidden moves, and a frozen judge model that can veto an entire run. The payoff is efficiency. That little 9 billion matches Qwen 3.5 at 35 billion, and beats Gemma 4 at 31, landing around 69 on SWE-bench Verified while being a fraction of their size. Learning a better process, it turns out, is worth a lot of raw parameters. Now the other half of the title. Claude Code is not a model at all. It is a harness, the loop that takes a goal, plans a step, runs a tool, reads what happened, and then goes around again until the job is genuinely done. And that loop matters far more than it sounds. A raw model can only emit text. The harness is the thing that turns that text into action, opening files, running commands, feeding the errors back in. Without it, even the smartest brain in the world just talks. The harness is what lets it actually do. The harness also owns everything a model should never freely hold. Your real file system, a real terminal, the permission gate that pauses and asks before it ships, plus sub-agents, hooks, and connections to outside tools through MCP. None of that lives in the weights. All of it lives in the harness. Here is the quiet superpower though. Claude Code does not actually care which brain is behind it. Point a single environment variable at a different endpoint, and the exact same harness will happily drive a completely different model. So hold the whole picture in your head. At the bottom, a model, the brain. In the middle, a harness, the hands. At the very top, you, with the goal. 3 layers. Ornith and Claude Code simply live on 2 different ones, which takes us right back to the fight that never was. If Ornith already learned to scaffold itself, then is a harness like Claude Code just dead weight bolted on top? It is a genuinely sharp question. It just happens to have a clean answer. No, because those are 2 different scaffolds. One of them lives in training. The other lives at runtime. What Ornith learned is how to behave like a disciplined agent. What it did not learn is how to edit a file on your laptop. So think about what that training actually bought you. A model that plans before it acts, that reaches for a tool instead of guessing, that checks its own output and recovers when a step fails. That makes it a far better tenant for a harness, not a reason to delete one. A well-trained agent and a solid harness want exactly the same things, because at runtime, something still has to hold the real keys, the actual repository, the actual shell, the approval before a command is allowed to run. Ornith brings the judgment, Claude Code brings the rails, and neither one of them is optional. Put them together, and you finally get the good version of both. A brain that already knows how to act, wired into hands that can safely act on your real machine. That is the entire promise in the title. Not against each other, but with each other. So how do you actually build this? Step 1. Serve the model. A single vLLM command brings Ornith up as an OpenAI compatible endpoint, listening on a port on your own box. No cloud account, no waiting list, no rate limit. Step 2. Drop a thin translator in front of it. Claude Code talks in Anthropic message format, while Ornith speaks the OpenAI style, so a small proxy maps the request across and back again. One little adapter sitting quietly in the middle, and the 2 sides understand each other perfectly. Step 3. Point Claude Code at that proxy. Set the base URL variable, name Ornith as the model, and you are done. It is the exact same command line you already know, except now there is an open, local brain answering behind it. And now just watch the loop run. Claude Code hands Ornith the goal. Ornith thinks, then plans. The harness opens the file, runs the test, shows you the diff, and waits for your yes before it touches anything that matters. Give it something real. Fix this failing test. Ornith reads the error trace, edits the broken function, Claude Code reruns the whole suite, and the red bar flips to green. A local model, real tools, and an actually finished job. Now let us stay honest about where this really lands. On SWE-bench Verified, the flagship 82 beats DeepSeek in Minimax and ties Opus 4.7, but it still trails Opus 4.8 at 87. Close, genuinely close, just not ahead. And on the toughest terminal benchmarks, the very best closed models are still a step in front. So when does the open brain win outright? When the code has to stay on your own hardware, when it has to run with no internet at all, when the license has to be permissive, and when you simply refuse to pay by the token. And when does the frontier still win? On the hardest, longest horizon jobs, the sprawling, many-step tasks where the very top of the benchmark is exactly the handful of points that decide whether it finishes or quietly stalls. Which is why the real answer was never one or the other. Keep Claude Code as the constant. The harness never has to change, and just swap the brain to fit the job. Open and local by default. Frontier on the days it actually counts. Same hands, different brain, depending on what the task is really worth. And step back for a second, because this is the real headline. An open weight model you can run yourself is now good enough to sit inside a top-tier harness and do serious work. That line between open and frontier has never been this thin. A year ago, this whole setup was a research demo. Today, it is a Tuesday afternoon, so let us finally kill the myth. An open model that learned its own scaffold does not retire the harness, no more than a better engine retires the car around it. Model and harness are different layers, and the best setups run a great one of each. That is the whole story, start to finish. Ornith is an open, self-scaffolding brain. Claude Code is the hands that safely touch your machine. You drop the one into the other, and the cage match everyone wanted turns out to have been a stack all along. If that finally made the layers click into place, this channel is full of breakdowns built exactly like this one. So subscribe, stick around, and I will see you in the next one.